Hi, this is Anita with 5 Minutes with Art. If you've been listening to my podcast for a while, you'd know one of my favorite artists is, of course, Vincent van Gogh. I don't know how anyone cannot just love him and his artwork and love his story. One of his most famous paintings were his sunflower paintings. And in fact, he just didn't paint one sunflower painting, but he painted a series of sunflower paintings. He was known to be fascinated with sunflowers. In fact, he was said to say that sunflowers to him represented gratitude. And so he loved to be able to paint all these sunflower paintings. He painted a lot of these paintings when he was at his famous yellow house in southern France. And Gauguin, Paul Gauguin, was staying with him. And he hung two of these paintings in the room that Paul Gauguin had. And in fact, Paul Gauguin loved him so much that he requested one of the sunflower paintings as a gift. It was a gesture that Van Gogh originally hesitated to fulfill, but later created two loose copies of the sunflowers and gave him one of them. So there's multiple versions of Van Gogh's sunflowers. That's what most people don't realize, that he just didn't limit himself to one single sunflower picture. In fact, there are multiple versions. He painted 5 different versions of the sunflower paintings. The iconic works of art after he died, they went into the hands of his brother Theo. And then when Theo died a short time later, it went to his widower, who was Joanne Bonger. And she basically is the one who took these sunflower paintings, and she loved them so much that she kept as many of them as she could. But then she ended up selling some of them to be able to raise awareness of Van Gogh's art. One of them ended up somehow in Tokyo, Japan. And it was in a collection in Tokyo, Japan. But it was during the bombing in World War II, even though it had been protected and all these other things, that one of the sunflower paintings unfortunately got destroyed in the bombing of World War II. The other 4 have survived. And they're now, in museums around the world. But yet only 4 out of the 5 have survived. Van Gogh, he used the sunflowers to experiment with color. So that was one of the reasons why he loved the sunflowers so much. And the significance of sunflowers are just not just subjects of his paintings. They really, for him, were sort of this symbol. And he even used some sunflowers or flowers in some of his other paintings. For example, Woman Rocking the Cradle, that has a background with flowers in it. So we know that Van Gogh himself, he loved flowers. He loved painting flowers. He loved all these things. I think that Van Gogh's sunflowers, to us can serve as a reminder that beauty can be found in the simplest of things. They can encourage us to cultivate gratitude and to appreciate the small joys that enrich our lives. Because every time you see one of his sunflower paintings, remember that Vincent van Gogh saw this as a way to symbolize gratitude. So the next time, you encounter a sunflower, you see a sunflower, take a moment, contemplate it, look at its vibrant colors, look at its delicate seeds, look at, all of its petals and its leaves, and then, immerse yourself in this. Remember that this flower has a symbol of gratitude and appreciation. And then we can remember also Vincent van Gogh and have gratitude for him and appreciation for him for the great art that he left us with, that we can be able to appreciate this beautiful art that he produced and he made for us that's still so available for us to see today. This is Anita from 5 Minutes with Art. We hope you've enjoyed these 5 minutes and you'll take a moment and look at Van Gogh's sunflower paintings. Thank you so much for listening. If you've enjoyed this, give us a thumbs up. We'd love to hear from you. And we'd also like to thank you, our listeners, and thank our team, especially Rico, who makes this possible.